What's up, everybody? Hey, I want to start by saying peace and blessings to everybody. And the reason why I say that is because peace is a blessing. And I ain't letting nobody mess with my peace. I hope you're having a blessed, prosperous day today. I want to talk to individuals who are not married, single, what I call reserved, and I want to encourage you. I want you to listen to me because I want to share something with you that is really important as you deal with relationships. And here it is. The worst thing you can do in this life is marry the wrong person. I mean it. It is one of the worst things you can do. Marriage is challenging all by itself when you have the right person. But when you marry the wrong person, you are signing up for a whole different type of assignment that is going to be hell, point blank, period. So I want to encourage you in your desire to be in a relationship with people that you don't lose yourself trying to be with someone who is not who they say they are. Ooh, I just said something. Don't lose yourself trying to love somebody who is not who they say they are, because there is a lot of fakery in the bakery. A lot of people pretend and say what they think you want to hear, but time tells the truth on everybody. That being said, you got to make sure that you do not ignore the obvious signs that are always revealed. Guess what? Over time. That's why you can't rush real relationships. You got to let it cook. You got to let it marinate. You got to let it go through the highs and the lows, the hots and the colds, so you can see who that person really is. And when you see what they show you, accept it, believe it, receive it, because what they are showing you is really what you need to see. The biggest mistake you can make, and I'm repeating it because it needs to get in your cerebral cortex, is that marrying the wrong person. That's the biggest mistake you can make in this life. One of them anyway. And it's an unnecessary mistake. Don't let peer pressure, don't let the social status of being married make you make one of the biggest decisions of your life, and it wind up being one of the biggest mistakes of your life. Trust God, have faith, and know what you are worth, know what you deserve, and never settle and never compromise. You know, you also got to pay attention to a person who's constantly irritating you and constantly frustrating you, all in the name of love. Because what I know about love, love is not a constant irritation, and love is not a constant frustration. Yeah, we have our moments, what I call intense fellowship, but because the love is true, there is always integrity, there's always character, there's always class, there's always love that allows us to navigate the turbulence. But when that is absent, you wind up seeing the venom that is in the snake who tried to pretend to be somebody that loved you, Pastor Troy. And I'll say this boldly, some people love having you, catch this, but they don't love loving you. Pastor Troy Winsing, I'm going to say that again. Some people love having you, but they don't love loving you. And it's obvious in the way that they love you, the way that they treat you, the way that they speak to you, the way that they handle you. Yeah, they love you, but they don't love loving you. But they say, hey, I love you. And some people are saying they love you even while they are abusing you. I want to say this to every person in a relationship, that abusers are losers. That's right. And I say that boldly. Abusers are losers. And the only reason why they abuse other people is because there's something that is broken in them that needs to be addressed, needs to be healed. And guess what? Oftentimes, it is not your assignment to heal it. It's your assignment to see it and recognize that that's what you're buying into. That's what you're marrying into. That is what you're accepting, especially pre-marriage. So listen, and listen clearly. Don't lose yourself trying to be with someone and trying to love someone who is not who they say they are. Because time tells the truth on everybody. And sometimes all we got to do is just wait a little while. I tell people all the time, you cannot rush real love. When you do, you will miss seeing the signs that are staring you right in your face. But oh, we thank God for time. We thank God for circumstances. We thank God for situations, because what happens is even the best pretender sooner or later will slip up and reveal what they've been hiding all along. Your job is to pay attention and see it when you see it, and know it when you know it, and reject it and not accept it, because you know I deserve better. I deserve better, and I would rather be by myself with me and God than to be having to ask God to help me get out of a situation that I should have never been in. And if you know me, you know I love marriage. This is not an anti-marriage message. This is a message designed to balance the stratosphere of relationship status. Because in our culture, and sometimes even in our churches, if you're married, you're somebody, you're significant, you're important, you are on your way, you are blessed. But if you're not married, if you're single, if you're reserved, if you're divorced, then in some strange way, there seems to be this undercurrent of a message that there is something wrong with you. There is something that needs to be fixed. There is something that you are missing and something that you are lacking, when, truth be told, everybody married ain't happy, and everybody happy ain't married. What are you trying to say, Pastor Troy? Whatever state you're in, you link up with God and let God be the facilitator of your joy, your happiness, and your peace. And if anybody desires to come along and ride on your fantastic voyage, make sure they don't disrupt your peace, and make sure they don't jack up your joy. Because the worst thing you can do is marry the wrong person. Hey, I hope this has blessed somebody. So feel free to leave a comment. More importantly, please share this on your social media outlets. I know for a fact there are people all over the world that need to hear this message of encouragement. People who have their head down, who need to lift their head up and say, you know what? Pastor Troy is right. I'm going to be all right. Me, myself, and I. And I'm not going to accept anything less than I deserve, because I know my value and I know my worth. Have a blessed day, everybody.